We're live, baby. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
I'm Nathaniel Beauchesne.
I'm Alex Salou.
And I'm Nate Zagauskas.
And we are the...
Fucking brothers.
We're getting animal noise for that?
Oh, sure.
I don't like you guys anymore.
That's what you're sounding like.
They're just out of context animal noises. You're a fucking freak.
That's me when I sleep at night.
Is this why you can't get a job?
Yeah, I'm just too busy finding these.
Okay.
And all the girls he's talking to, they're like, so, like, what are your hobbies? And he's like...
I'll send them a clip and...
I can't tell if they're real animals or fucking Star Wars animals.
They looked like Star Wars animals. I could pull up...
This is why you keep fumbling bitches.
Yeah. Like, hey, I found these cool animals.
So, like, you wanna come over to my place and make these noises with me?
No, I don't even tell them about the podcast. I hide all this equipment if I'm having a girl over.
Yeah, I've always been under the belief if she can't love me without the podcast, she's not going to love me with the podcast, you know?
Well, I kind of like that double lifestyle. Like, she doesn't ask anything as to where I go for those.
You're not Superman.
Well, I gotta be for my family in the future. Like, what does Dad do?
Preach.
I don't know.
My dad gets paid to be a vegetable.
Have you ever seen Nate Zagauskas and Nate Zagauskas in the same room?
No, actually. Come to
Once.
think of it.
One as a podcast.
See, like, because we're not, like, famous yet, I don't put it in my bio, but as soon as we're famous, I'm going to be like, hey, you know that podcast everybody's talking about?
That's me.
That's me, baby. That's me.
Yeah, only when we're famous. Like, I don't know. I can't. I can't bring a girl over. Just like this is laying on my table. Like, oh, you make music or whatever? No.
I was thinking we could, like, get dinner tonight. No, it's recording now.
It's Monday.
It's Monday. I gotta record.
Stay under the bed.
What?
Shout out Chad Daniels. That was a great bit. We went to Fully Loaded in Memphis, and Chad Daniels was a great performance.
The Mark Norman joke was still my favorite.
Any Jews here?
Yeah, so he starts with, so, any homosexuals here? A couple guys raise their hand. Hey, thanks for coming out. Got any Jews in the building? The one guy raises his hand. Ha, get him.
No, it was just like one girl screaming at the top of her lungs. She's like, get him! I love that. He's a great wordsmith.
Preach. Just like you someday.
Someday I'll learn how to stop fumbling my words and fumbling bitches.
Fix one, the other will get fixed.
Hopefully that's the mentality.
You just got to be real smooth talking with it.
I'll try to be.
Be like, hey, sometimes I make animal noises on my computer. Let's get a drink.
Let's get a drink.
You want to get ice cream?
You can put booze in the ice cream.
Yeah, we both walk up to like West End. It's like it's the window, so you walk up to the window, grab the creams, and then you just take out two nips. You just shove them, like, so it just drips down into the middle.
I did see an increase in, like, not like likes, but people viewing my Tinder profile after I put I'll eat ass for a home cooked meal. That's all it would take. I'm so hungry.
I got more likes after I offered a payment system, so like $50 I'll clean the room, 75 I'll smoke you up before or after, 100 before and after, and then 250 is you can trauma dump or complain to me and I'll give you solutions back.
Now, are you boyfriend material or are you a fucking escort or a fucking therapist?
Well, that's the $500 package. I'll listen to your problems and offer comfort back instead of solutions.
Maybe that's why you were fumbling so hard before, is that you were offering it for free.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I just gotta like put myself as like a high value target.
Yeah, a guy of your stature needs to pay for the services, you know?
I'm the $5,000 man.
Know your fucking worth, kings.
But yeah.
Like, your woman should be paying you.
What?
You got it down, Pat, and you'll figure it out.
You want me to not be an animal? Jamie?
No, I've heard the noises you can make. I get it.
Be in my girl's ear like.
You're disgusting.
Hey, boys, it's Oppenheimer week.
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Barbenheimer.
Bitch gave bomb head. Call that bitch Sloppenheimer.
That's right.
I'm so excited for that.
I'm more excited for Sound of Freedom. I gotta go see it.
Which one is that?
It's the one that's about the human trafficking, more precisely the child trafficking.
Is that more of like a documentary or is it like an actual?
It's based on true events.
Is that with the Patriot?
What?
Mel?
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you look into it, people have been posting all over the internet all fucking week and all last week that all over the country, the air conditioner hasn't been working in just that movie. The screens have been sold out at the theater and online, and there's no one in the theaters. The fire alarm's been going off for just those movie theaters. They're trying to stop people from seeing it all over the country, and everyone's talking about it, and nobody's talking about it.
Holy shit! That's probably why I still haven't watched the trailer yet.
Yeah.
It's kind of scandalous.
You can literally just search Sound of Freedom in the YouTube fucking...
It's almost like they don't want the child predators that control this country don't want us to know about the ring.
Yep.
Some Sound of Freedom viewers accused AMC of deliberately sabotaging screenings of the film, ostentatiously to censor it or hurt its performance. AMC has forcefully denied these allegations, with CEO Adam Aaron calling it a conspiracy theory on Twitter.
Go to videos. Because literally everyone's posting videos about it.
Yep, woke media in panic mode.
You see any you recognize or?
Literally all of them I saw were like clippets from like TikTok and shit of people like just posting like 30-second clips about them being at the movie theater and shit happening and stuff.
I wonder if I can find it on Instagram.
You probably can.
That's a fucking scandal. Hey, look, there are our shirts right there.
Yeah, buy our shirts. We got
but
new shirts coming out. Fucking shirts. Effing shirts.
Hey, the Domino's guy liked our shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about?
No.
The one he's been delivering for them for years.
Yeah, okay.
He's been a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Fell down a flight of stairs.
The
when he
older
delivered.
guy?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he handed me my food the other day and he's like, fucking shirt, huh? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you want one? And he's like, no. What cool design. He's like, buddy, I can't wear that in this job.
That's fair.
Now it's time
Instagram's
for a new
being weird.
job. That's what I always say.
It's not letting me search.
All right. Well, anyways, I'm not lying. Do your own searching.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Right away.
They've been trying to cancel Mel Gibson for so fucking long.
Yep.
It's just one more attempt. That's a town you just clicked on.
Come on now. Yeah, that is fucking.
The Sound of Freedom USA. Are you retarded?
That's the only thing that came up.
Go back to Google for a second.
Google.
Sound of Freedom.
We need JMO.
But yeah, literally. People at theaters fucking talking about. I don't know, dude.
Well, I don't know. The word would be censor. I believe.
Yeah, I know, but like literally, there are so many clips of people fucking talking about it. It's just like, why
Maybe
can't?
it's Twitter.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? I forgot about twits.
Because allegedly Twitter's a free place now.
We just gotta find one tweet.
Yeah, no,
that supports
seriously,
it.
scroll a little bit and fucking.
Let's see. Me, wife, and both teen girls just finished Sound of Freedom. What a movie and story. Everyone should watch this movie, and anyone who ever was involved in child trafficking or even anyone who has ever tried to censor such a movie story should be hung on a tree.
Still have chills That was at
And for the people who are
Kiss Rhino.
being able to getting to see it, the company that produced the movie is doing a pay it forward for tickets for people that can't afford to go see it at the theater and shit. So you can get free tickets online to go see it if you don't have the money to go see it.
I haven't seen any promotion for it either, and that could just be poor planning on their part, or it could be a censorship issue where they're like, we're not going to want you to fucking promote this because it's going to expose us for who we really are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy.
Let's see. Mr. Teen Crypto 2015 verified account. I went to see Sound of Freedom yesterday, and the milk duds I ordered were so hard that I cracked a tooth 5 minutes into the previews. I had to leave for emergency dental care. The Hollywood elite are trying to censor this movie for revealing the truth.
What the fuck? They're trying to fuck up his milk duds so we can't enjoy it.
What an asshole. What's that video right there?
This one.
Just another random emergency at a theater showing The Sound of Freedom, and we see a movie theater where all the emergency lights are going off during somebody.
Yeah, can we not play it? Just fucking play it.
People are going to watch the movie The Sound of Freedom, and these weird things are happening, like random emergency evacuations, the air conditioning not working and having to leave the theater. And I thought, no, that's probably just something that's happening in other theaters and other places. So I took me and my daughters to go watch The Sound of Freedom today, and about an hour and 20 minutes into the movie, we get a random emergency evacuation. None of the staff knows what's going on. The mall wasn't being evacuated, just the theater. All they did was refund us our money with no explanation. But I guess you can call me a conspiracy theorist. So I've been...
Interesting.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense because as every educated American knows, the elitists that run the country are indeed child traffickers.
Yep.
You can't make that type of money by trading on the stock market. It takes selling sex slaves at a young age to make that kind of money.
Oh my god. Yeah, Dick Cheney's just running around right now pulling fire alarms.
Don't quote me on these numbers, but from what I've heard, the number of human slaves today is almost 3 times as much as it was at the peak of the transatlantic slave trade. So
I've heard that, yeah. Like a lot of shit going on in Africa. I mean, the cobalt mining. And then, yeah, all the sex trafficking.
Literally 5 years ago, you could go on YouTube and watch human trafficking in Libya. You could watch people sell people on YouTube.
That was a big thing. And then, of course, the whole Wayfair conspiracy that happened last year was pretty fucked up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the cabinets.
They're like, oh, yeah, I just ordered this new nightstand, but nobody told me there was going to be a little Syrian girl in it.
I think that got disproven though, because I don't know, because people would film themselves buying it, opening it up, and did they know that was gonna happen?
That's
did they not put the child in there to be included in the Timmy cabinet?
Part of the reason it's such a conspiracy is that I know the elites are hiding something. I'm not going to confirm that it's sex trafficking, but they're hiding fucking something. And
they're hiding a lot of things.
Oh God, yeah. And one of those things is probably sex trafficking. So it's if you expose something like that, then all the elitists lose their money, and that's no fun for anybody, is that?
No, sir. Not when people down below get a little chunk of change.
You can't let the common people in on what you're doing, because if you do, you're not going to be powerful anymore.
And here's Mel Gibson trying to just show us that light.
And I think people have been trying to cancel Mel for so long is that they're not giving him light to this particular thing because they've always hated Mel.
Everyone's always hated Mel.
They've always been out to get Mel
because I think he's a little nutbag. But
but it takes a certain nutbag to expose people like that.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's a big fact.
I support him.
I think he's crazy.
I haven't heard any interviews or ever watched him speak, but I know he was in a big stink because of the passion, and people just hated him ever since.
The passion was rough for him.
What did he even say to the Jews? I think it was just you did it.
Well, it's just the whole story of Jesus puts Jews into a really bad light, obviously.
Yeah, you killed our boy.
Because of that whole issue.
Oh my God.
I don't have to give you the whole history on that, though.
What did he want? I don't even think he asked for an apology.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
Who, Jesus or Mel?
Mel. I don't think Jesus is coming down to the Jews asking for an apology. He should.
They called you anti-Semitic, but they didn't call you a liar. Do you see a coincidence?
He's the GOAT, undisputed. We got a lot of the Napoleon movies coming out soon.
That one looks good.
Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon. Yep.
See, I've seen Joaquin as an emperor already, and he was a little bitch. So
Wait, what movie was that?
Gladiator.
yeah,
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
Walk the line.
Yep. An Emperor Dash.
Nah, but that'll be interesting. I'm excited to see it.
Looks a little artsy.
On the promotional page, it was like he conquered the world, and then somebody commented, they're like, "Shut the fuck up! He conquered like 2% of the fucking world
He conquered like 80% of the known world
at the time. At the time, yeah. Which ended up only being like 2% of the actual fucking world.
Yeah, but still quite an achievement.
Conquered a lot of humans.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the way
He's
things
getting his
went
big
for
break.
him.
The
Yeah, he
silver
really
screen.
is. He really fucking is.
he's definitely one of the guys I'd smoke a blunt with.
That would be insane.
Yeah, we talked about that before. It's just
Yeah.
like he'd be so hyper fixated on weed, he wouldn't even want to talk about his victories.
He'd be Napoleon from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That's my favorite version of Napoleon. I gotta rewatch those, honestly.
Those are great movies.
Yeah, they really are. George Carlin is in that movie.
He's in both of those
Yeah,
movies.
because he plays Rufus.
Yeah, he's
didn't even
the
know.
time traveling agent that keeps them on track.
Yep. And of course, like it's a young Keanu Reeves.
With his best buddy.
It's a fun adventure. It really is.
Excellent.
Excellent. Pull up the trailer. I want to see your eyes when you see the trailer.
Yeah, have you never seen this movie?
No, we watched it before. I just can't really remember much about it.
Excellent Adventure is the first one, right? Because Bogus Adventure is
Yeah.
the second one.
Yep. Still in the nicotine, I see.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's never gonna change, man.
My therapist is trying to get rid of me.
What?
Like that's like really clear.
Uh-huh.
Our sessions keep getting shorter and shorter, and he's like, "Oh, it seems like you got everything figured out." I was like, "No, wait, wait, we gotta keep talking. Nothing's fixed." And he was like, "Well, it seems like you're on a good path." He's like, "Anything I can help you with today?" And I was like, "Any advice on how to quit nicotine?" He's like, "I've been battling it for years." He's like, "I never figured that one out." I was like, "Why am I paying for this?"
Could you just like not schedule next week? Oh,
That's really funny, actually.
I got the
Sorry to
classic
hear
trick.
that.
Yeah, it's tough.
You'll be all right.
I'm gonna have
Another
to be.
breakup.
All right, Nate, what do we got here?
We got it.
They should remake this movie with Keanu again.
They did.
They made a
last
third?
year.
Picture so grand,
Or a third movie?
Yeah.
so magnificent, and so vast, it spans 7,000 years.
No way! Yes way!
But it starts with Bill
I'm Bill S. Preston!
Who was Joan of Arc? And Ted,
Noah's wife? We're in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow.
a force from the future,
Can we go anywhere we want at any time?
You can do anything you want.
is putting history at their fingertips.
Let's reach out and touch someone.
They're traveling through time,
How's it going, Royal Ugly Dudes?
Put them in the Iron Maiden.
Excellent! Lucas. How's it going, dude?
and they're making a big impression.
Historical babes.
Now they're home
Everybody get together, remember who your buddy is.
to trash the 20th century.
We got a live one here.
Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, Napoleon,
We're from history.
Billy the Kid, Joan of Arc, Sigmund Freud,
Tell me about your mother. Genghis Khan!
Abraham Lincoln,
Party on, dudes!
Socrates, George Carlin,
We're history.
If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
Bill and Ted's
Excellent! Excellent!
Excellent Adventure.
Party on.
dude.
Like, what a movie to be excited about.
Back
you
when
grow
cinema
up
was
back
still
then.
real.
Yeah,
Damn, the 80s were a different time.
it's just more fun.
That's
Just
what
more
I'm saying.
wackiness.
Yep.
You couldn't get away with that now.
Now we're like, we got this think piece coming out.
Excellent.
I went from like being proud to be open-minded to being terrified of being called woke.
Yeah. I think like the style they're missing now is like they don't got that old camera and that old sound. It's all like crystal clear now. I think if you just like made a fun movie like this, but used like one of the older cameras, made it feel like an 80s movie, I'm sure it could be a hit.
We should shoot a film on a Super 8 camera.
Let's
Let's
fucking
do
do
it.
it. Fucking get that shitty audio. Like,
Any genre you guys are interested in, or
we could do horror. We could do like adventure
We could just film our road trip.
or that. Make a documentary.
excellent,
Excellent.
Nate, Nathaniel, and Sells. Excellent adventure. They'd never see it coming.
Never.
We'd get them good on
What
that
a title.
one. And I,
Make sure I'll have the camera on Nate's face when we pull into Buc-ee's, bro, for that first time.
jaw dropped, eyes popped. He will never experience anything like that.
Yeah, should I just like look up what a Buc-ee's looks like?
No.
No, 'cause
No,
you
I
don't-
want you to. I want you to be surprised, asshole.
It's one of those things that's just better in person. You know, it's just one of those
You'll,
fucking things.
dude. It's like you won't believe it when you see it. You'll question everything about your gas station, your local gas station.
How many bumps?
Bro, I don't know. I mean, the one I told you that we could possibly stop at if we drive down is in Tennessee, because Tennessee and Texas have been battling back and forth over the last 5 years over the biggest Buc-ee's.
As they should be.
The biggest one was in a place it was in a weird place in Texas. It was just like America's biggest trucks, or a Buc-ee's biggest stop in Texas, because everything's bigger in Texas. And then Tennessee said fuck you and made one that was 1,000 square feet, or 1,000 square feet bigger than that. And then Texas said fuck you again last year and made one 1,000 square feet bigger than that. So the second biggest one in the United States is in Tennessee, and it's literally on the way to Austin.
And it used to be the biggest Buc-ee's.
Right.
That's got to be impressive.
And now America's in civil unrest because nobody can agree where the biggest Buc-ee's should go.
Montana.
Utah.
Bold take.
Alaska.
Bold take. Cold Buc-ee's. Alaska would be awesome.
Because,
in
like,
general.
in my experience driving to Florida, once you get out of Pennsylvania and you start hitting Virginia and South Carolina, North Carolina, you start seeing Buc-ee's, and they just get bigger as you go.
Did they just like sort of replace like what's on the Mass Pike?
Exactly.
Wow.
And also, the amount of billboards you see once you hit Virginia is out of this world, bro.
Oh, man.
What's that old saying? You're either at a Buc-ee's or you're about to be at a Buc-ee's.
You're within the radius.
The Jesus Loves You billboards, the fucking stop at a Buc-ee's in 872 miles billboard. Dude, they're fucking great. I love driving through the country.
We saw a good amount of Jesus Love You billboards in Memphis because,
Yep.
you know,
'Cause
it's
it's-
Baptist Central.
Right, yeah, of course.
Bible Belt.
So it's like, you know, a comedian would tell a joke about abortion and the crowd was kind of silent, but Nate and I were laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I don't get about the Baptist church? They're like, alcohol is like a sin, but like Jesus' first miracle was turning water into wine.
Non-alcoholic. Jesus made O'Doul's.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
Honestly, I think walking across water is cooler than turning water into wine.
That's
but
big facts.
I'm not like a Jesus fanatic, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
I like some of his work, but I'm not like a big fan, you know?
I just-
Go
ahead.
I always used to think as a kid, like, you're supposed to, like, walk up to Jesus, like, take a bite out of him, and that's the bread.
Well,
like-
essentially, yeah.
But he's got so much skin.
Somebody actually like ran those numbers. So it's like, okay, if you have X amount of gallons of blood in your water and you're X amount of like this amount of body or whatever. So if we've consumed the body and blood of Jesus Christ over like 1,000 fucking times, which means that like it's gone.
Something tells me he's still alive. He
symbolic.
actually came back, but they're keeping him in a dungeon somewhere, just shedding his skin every day.
They definitely have him like locked up with Jimmy Hoffa and all the people that have gone missing and shit.
You're not drinking Jesus' blood tonight.
He's like, you got to let me go. I'm Jesus. No, you're not, asshole.
What?
He's like, no, look, I'll literally turn this water into wine. I don't give a fuck.
You're still dead for all they know. Shut the door
And
on
it's
him.
always like, did he die for my sins? So then it's like, should I just be like, oh yeah, I love his dad now, even though his dad tried to kill me before his son died for my sins? I don't know what to feel. The whole thing's deluded.
God is just like off his rocker. Like the whole story of Abraham.
Oh, yeah.
The entire Old Testament, spite. I hate what I've done. I hate humans.
Yep.
He was like in a conversation with the devil, and he was like, "All my humans have faith in me." And then the guy named Job,
Job.
Yep.
yeah, and he's like, "I'll prove it. I'll take away everything from this guy."
Yep.
And he did. He fucking gave him a disease, but he stood strong. He stood by his side. I guess that's the. I don't know.
And then God was like, hey, Abraham, you know what? I know I've tested you a fucking lot, but why don't you take your firstborn son up to this mountain and fucking chop him in half?
And then can I get what I want, God?
He's like, I love you, by the way.
You love me, right?
He's like, in a couple of years, I'll kill my son for you.
I promise.
I promise. I'm good on my word.
And then he brings him up to the top of the mountain. He's about to fucking stab him in the chest. His son's begging him not to. And then God's like, hey, wait.
Whoa!
I'm just joking, you fucking psycho.
I'm just kidding around.
Just joking, just joshing around. You
Glad
know
to
what?
see you're one of us, though.
We make jokes in heaven. It's what we do.
Good times.
Constantly fucking with us.
The people in the Bible got it bad, but the people in Greek mythology got it even worse.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they got turned into like spiders.
That one guy that had to push the boulder up the mountain every fucking day.
But he loved that shit.
What about Atlas?
That was a tough one.
Yeah, dude. Just, hey, I'm going to chill here and hold up the planet.
forever?
Probably got lots of fucking steel.
Have you ever seen the comic where Superman holds up Earth for Atlas so Atlas can go to his daughter's wedding? For a day, he takes over Atlas's job
That's
for a day.
right-wing propaganda, and you know it. That's not real.
It's real. It happened.
No, it didn't.
We gotta cut that out.
They're gonna fucking cancel us.
Oh, it happened. It's real.
Okay,
Superman did not hold up the world for Atlas.
Canon.
Clark Kent died for our sins. Maybe that's a hot take. but-
Imagine telling a Southerner that. Like, Superman was my Jesus.
My favorite is like when they give the sick kids with Down syndrome capes, and they're like, "We're superheroes too."
The sad truth is you're either in an Iron Man city or you're either in a Batman city. There's no in between.
If it depends on the rain. But yeah, you know you're fucked when you see Robert Downey Jr. just strolling through those doors like, "What's up, kids?"
Yeah, like the Earth's under attack, and your just fucking car just explodes, and the insurance is like, "Yeah, we actually don't cover that."
You guys remember the Clooney Batmans?
Who could forget
Bat
the
nipples.
Clooney Batman?
Okay,
yeah,
alright.
the bad
So,
nipples.
How many years before New York, San Francisco, and Portland are like Gotham in those movies?
They're heading there. San Francisco is there. Yeah, they need a fucking hero. Detroit, I don't know. Their time has come. The crime has run rampant.
Yeah, but things are, I'm not going to say normal in Detroit, but there's like no extreme woke propaganda going on there, to my knowledge.
If anyone needs, if there's any hero in Detroit, it's a fucking landscaper. For all those trees growing through the fucking houses.
Jesus.
Brutal.
Like there was a video, like some kid kicked off the post of one of the porch roofs, and it almost landed right on top of them. That's how like deteriorated those houses are, and they were all built in like 1970, somewhere around there.
You seen that meme, and it's like, you literally can't fucking have anything in Detroit. Somebody just stole my deck.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Chicago's there. Chicago's definitely a Batman fucking city.
what hero's coming to save Memphis?
Fucking Green Lantern.
Like,
Ew.
imagine you're like, my city's in shambles. What hero are they gonna send? And they send fucking Green Lantern.
The
You're
Green
like,
Arrow.
Why bother?
The Green Arrow is saving all your shit.
I feel like the humans in comics that don't actually have superpowers, they just have skill sets or fucking pussies, like Hawkeye
Hawkeye.
Or
pussy.
Robin.
Robin,
Rob,
pussy.
I don't know. What about Batman though? He's like an
got-
S tier superhero.
He's got money.
He's got
That's
money,
power.
Yeah, he's got money, but so does Iron Man.
Yeah, but he's got severe depression.
I would argue that when it comes to billionaire fucking superheroes, Batman outstrips Iron Man.
Oh yeah, because he's got martial arts experience and not a iron suit.
Right.
You could just like rip through his heart.
And if he wanted to, he could afford
An EMP. Just shoot it
yeah,
right at the
right.
fucking
Or
thing.
just build his own fucking Iron Man type Batman suit.
Oh yeah. I wish they would do like a universe crossover.
They used to.
They did in
They
the
did.
Lego movie.
Really?
That's the closest you'll get, though. I rewatched that a couple weeks ago. 10 out of 10, by the way.
Damn. They did that with Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
With
Yeah, with Disney and
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
That was
and
a whole
all
complicated
cartoons.
thing to make.
Yeah.
That was a very difficult movie to put together.
They had,
Just
like-
because all the companies you have to get on board.
Yep. It was a crazy process.
Goddamn, did they do it? They only got like 15 Looney Tune characters and like
That would be a fun movie to remake with all the new cartoons we have today, too. Kind of like what they did with Wreck-It Ralph in a way.
how would you
Yeah.
spin that though? Because a lot of these characters today, they would be looking at all the old characters of then.
You
in a
make
funny
it
way.
you make it rated PG-13 and you get away with a little racy things.
Like what the fuck is Buck saying
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, I'd love that. New cartoons meeting old cartoons. Like
Mm-hmm.
there was I think I've already said this, but there was a cartoon just about scamming people.
What?
Ed, Edd, and Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could get away with that back then.
Oh, yeah.
Even in my opinion, Regular Show was ahead of its time.
What show?
Regular Show?
Regular
that was a
show is
great show.
crazy, but so was Adventure Time.
That's a big fact.
My girlfriend's always fucking yelling at me because I like dramatic movies and I like she says I like movies that make her sad and upset. But like I'll sit there and watch fucking Adventure Time with her and I'm like, how are you not fucking like this cartoon is for children and some of these episodes are fucking heart wrenching.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, dude. That's fucked up.
Certainly hit me in my feels as a child. But
Well-
that's like the direction Cartoon Network started to go. They started taking away from all the slapstick humor.
And making real shit for fucking depressed teenage kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was the biggest market of the 2010s.
I blame Cartoon Network for my taste in woman.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, like I like now it's like I'm only satisfied to have a girl that's like Raven.
Yeah.
Like I don't want anything else.
Straight
Like-
black hair,
Yep.
fucking.
And it's because of like my love of goth girls came from cartoon characters.
That's
yeah.
fair.
It's fucked up.
It's awesome.
Like I remember Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. You get your first boner because you see
Frankie.
Frankie. Oh my god.
Frankie wasn't even like a goth. She was just like a lazy girl.
I get goth girls and like obviously I'm not gonna say I'm not attracted to them because I am, but like I've come to the realization that like they're just fun. They're not like I could never marry a goth girl.
No.
Probably not. Probably a bit too many issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say I've been with one, but I've like talked to one, fumbled one,
Oh,
and they're not easy.
I didn't even fucking tell you guys, but on Saturday I went to Mohegan. I went on a double date with Moneybags and Miss
Oh, yeah.
Moneybags, and Bri made an Asian dad.
You met one?
Yeah, he sat down at a blackjack table, and this fucking Asian guy next to him fucking talking his ear off, dude. He was just telling him everything he should and shouldn't do, and they just sat there for literally like an hour playing blackjack together. It was pretty funny to watch.
I'm surprised he like kept going because when I try to talk to Bri when he's in the gambling mode,
The guy started by giving Bri advice, And then Bri was just kept taking it, and the guy was like, "No, sorry, I shouldn't be like telling you what to do. Like, play your own game." When I was like, "No, I'll take the advice if you're gonna give it to me." But yeah, it was pretty interesting to watch because everyone was pretty intoxicated.
That's nice. That's
You know what Asian people do best?
gamble.
Gamble.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they'll be there the longest.
The old white guy at the other end of the table, I thought he was gonna pull his toupee off at one point. Bro, he had a stack of $200 chips, and when we like got over to the table, they started disappearing. And then his hands started moving to his hair, and he started grabbing at it and stuff. And then the stack got bigger again, and he left. But like for a while there, I thought he was getting ready to blow because he got down to like 2 chips at one point, and he kept looking over at Bri because from what I recognized, his luck started changing when Bri sat in between him and the Asian guy, and like I was standing next to Bri in between the old white guy and Bri, so like there were just people crowding him now, and then there were 2 drunk girls with us too, and like this old fucking white guy's just starting to pull on his hair and he's fucking playing with his chips.
Oh man, I've seen people start to crack.
It's where you go to see to see a human under the most amount of stress they can be under. Number 2 is buds for the Navy SEALs. Number 1 is the casino. Nail biting, hair pulling, face scratching. Oh my God.
$10 fucking virtual blackjack.
I wanted to go. We couldn't find a virtual table, so he sat down at a $25 fucking regular table. But I wasn't sitting down at a $25 table. No fucking way. He was up at one point, but then he got back around even, and we left.
Yeah,
it's good that way.
Yeah,
it's for the best.
I don't think I've ever been positive again since I hit like a kind of big pot. I got like $100 up, and then it's all been negative.
I've gotten my biggest win at a casino on a slot machine. I won like $500 on a penny slot once.
Damn.
I was up $85 on a 5-cent buy-in on a penny slot machine, and I fucking didn't cash out, and I fucking should have. And I was like, forget beginner's luck. I've never won at the casino. I've only lost money. I've only been 3 times. I've lost money every fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
What I really wanted to do this time was go to the sports book and bet on a couple pony races, but I couldn't find the sports book.
Yeah. Do they just like, is it virtual?
It's virtual, but like there are always horse races going. If you're there at the sports book, they'll let you bet on any horse race that's going on, will be going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
I like that.
So like obviously I'd only bet on one that was happening while I was there so I could collect while I was there, but like if I wanted to I could bet on one like a week or 2 down the line, but I'd have to go back to collect my winnings. And like fuck that. So I'll bet on what's going on while it's going on. Maybe there's some dog races or something, but like I said, I didn't get into the sports book because I couldn't find it.
See, I don't enjoy gambling, but my hope is that my autistic brother gets good enough at it where I can be like, hey, what do you think's going to happen in the MLB this week?
Yep.
Because for whatever fucking reason, that autistic CEO fuck has been making so much money off of MLB betting.
Just wait till football starts.
Oh, just trust me, I know. He's so excited. I've never seen somebody so excited.
I get so fucked in football because of injuries. But
yeah, I know, but he's gonna make his money on parlays and do you think this person will score this many touchdowns this game?
Checks his Rolodex.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he just keeps hitting these fucking ridiculous parlays that like shouldn't hit. He puts minimal money into it, and it's like outrageous. And then it hits, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I guess. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Poogie has the potential to be richer than all of us if he gets good at this.
I mean, if you sit there and that's all you do is just watch the sport over and over again, like you're gonna get good at predicting some things.
And that's not the only thing he does, but it's a lot of what he does.
And also, like,
watching sports.
God gives his most autistic soldiers the best ability to handle numbers and data analytics.
Yep.
It's the payoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you're not going to function normally at a social event, but...
And they've made baseball so numbers driven that it could be predicted, kind of like with blackjack.
But like he has hit some pretty crazy like UFC parlays where you're like, well, the chances of that happening are like 1 in 99, but they still happened.
But he knows.
But at that point,
Yeah.
is it luck or is it autism?
It's got to be the autism. It's got to be. No
Okay.
one's that lucky.
That's fair.
And like I said, it's the trade-off you get for being autistic.
Obviously, I haven't been over to your guys' new place really ever, so like I don't come over for sports nights or anything. But like, how much has he won in a single night, roughly?
$9.50, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah.
On
And
like a $3 bet.
Yeah, it was like a $3 MLB. It was like a parlay that involved like the Rays hitting like 6 runs and it was really wacky. It was 3 MLB teams, really wacky situation.
That's crazy.
Never should have fucking landed. Odds were 1 in a fucking million, you know?
I wonder if he's got like
1 in
an
900,
earpiece.
obviously.
What was that?
I wonder if he's got like an earpiece.
Oh, dude, there's somebody fucking riling off information to him this year.
You gotta bet on this. Bet she's gonna hit the.
But
ball.
also, I feel like the DraftKings and all the sports books that came out this year for Mass like set it up so like a lot of people could win really easily because it's not like he's the only one I know. A lot of people I know are hitting good parlays that they shouldn't be hitting.
It's because all they do is watch sports.
But then again, I'm a conspiracy theorist and I'm convinced that every major sports is like rigged. I think the NFL's rigged.
so
I think
do
the
I.
NBA's rigged. I think the MLB's rigged.
yeah, I mean, last season the Celtics got called out hard after a Lakers game because like they clearly got fouled,
Yeah.
but they let them continue with the ball anyway.
Bro, it's the gambling owns the sports. The mafia, whoever runs Vegas, the numbers people run all the sports, and it's all an inside job.
That's what I'm saying. And like, I'm a big believer in the whole bread and circuses argument. You give the people just enough food and just enough entertainment, they're not going to try to take down the establishment or wonder why the upper elite are sex traffickers
Yeah, they're not gonna question anything.
because they have just enough entertainment and food to keep them from rioting. It's a Roman concept.
The
right.
Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas was a great.
Conspiracy, inside job, conspiracy theory.
No, there was just this one scene where like the casino owner, and it's like how it probably works is like he just has a switch that goes from winning to losing.
Yep.
That's
But,
how it fucking is, dude.
yeah, they're probably all set up so like at a random time, like boom, you got the jackpot, and I don't know, gambling's fucked.
It is fucked.
You got to be one lucky autistic son of a bitch.
Yeah, you either got to be autistic, desperate, or somewhere in between.
I just want to take $500 out of my next paycheck and go sit down at a blackjack table.
And lose it all.
Maybe.
Hey, it's the only thing that you can put in 100% of your money and get back 200% of
That's
your money.
right.
Forget taking out 500. Put the whole paycheck in. Go big or go home. You want to stay small? Play small.
I would only do an activity like that with somebody like Moneybags.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would set up an elite numbers team with Bry and Dan and Zach, and I would just have them feed me statistics. I'm actually, I'm in my family's fantasy football league this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's out of vindication and spite and hatred. That's my fuel, and I'm going to win. I'm going to take it all.
Do you have your pick set up?
I'm going to.
Oh, so you don't know where you are in the order.
Who you taking first?
Yeah.
Running back if I can.
Nice.
Which one?
I don't know yet.
Dak Prescott.
I'm the next
I know shit.
2 to 3 months are going to be spent analyzing football data and stats just so I care nothing about the sport. I could give a fuck less. I just want to see all those fuckers crumble.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not over what you guys did to me a couple of years ago.
What?
That was a stab in the fucking heart.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Oh, you don't remember how you fucked me? You don't remember?
Oh, did we kick you out of the football pool for somebody else?
Yeah, everybody came to the conclusion that I wasn't going to take it seriously enough, even though I had spent the last month studying NFL data, getting ready to participate.
Well, when someone walks in the room and be like, "Oh, I don't want to do this fucking thing."
Exactly. we keep doing the podcast every fucking week, don't we?
I mean, yeah.
So it's like that happened, and you replaced me with somebody that auto drafted it, didn't participate once in the year.
Because I seemed interested. I don't know.
And
I'm
I think,
hiring 2 guys. One guy comes up and being like, I hate this fucking job. I don't want it.
I think that's when my villain arc started happening. That's when I turned bad.
We're like, well, shit.
Kick me out of this football pool. I'll show them.
Yeah, I'll show them. And I've been planning my vengeance against a lot of you for the last 5 years just because of that one incident.
I'm not in your league. You can't get me back.
Says who? Because if I get good,
Who am I gonna draft?
And I smoke my entire fucking family, then I'll come into it with a good attitude next year and be like, hey, you guys want to do a league? I don't know. I'm really into the stats. I don't know. It's fun. We can have fun. Convince enough people, and then I get you all in one fucking place.
You give yourself the first 10 picks.
Yeah. I set you guys up for immaculate failure, and then I just relish in the victory.
Well, you should ask Dan if you can be in the big one we do every year.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah,
The
the one
big
where we
one, yeah.
keep our keepers. And
Wow.
Yeah, the big one, bud.
Wow.
the big one.
Wow. I've never been good enough to know about the big one.
I
It's
don't
my
know.
first time hearing
Maybe
about
we'll
it.
let you in. I don't know.
No, it sounds like it's exclusive.
Do you do
VIP.
any leagues for money?
We talked about doing it for money, and I wish we did because I was doing good up until the end. But
You guys should consider doing it for like $20.
I'd throw 100 in just to make the
Jesus.
pot a little crazy.
Yeah, right. A little spice.
I don't know. I've always wanted to live on the edge with a bunch of people like that.
See, I really like pick'em pools. So, have you ever done a pick'em?
I don't think so.
So you get all 32 teams or however fucking many teams there are now, and you can only pick one team once. You only have to pick one team a week, but so say like week 1 the Patriots are playing the Jets and you think for whatever reason the Jets are going to beat the Patriots. So you pick the Jets to win and they win. So you move on to week 2. Now you can no longer pick the Jets.
Ah,
And the season goes on. So you got to make your picks carefully.
I see.
Yes.
You got to look at all the fucking schedules.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Brutal.
Because, like, yeah, the Oakland Raiders look good this week, but next week they could be playing an even better team that you've already picked, and now you know what I mean? So, like, it's a lot of strategy in it.
Shit, that'd be way too complicated for me.
It's really not that bad because once, like, the first 3 weeks go by, you get the feel for it.
Figure out what you got left and all that.
The NFL is actually the biggest rigged sport out of all of them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
gotcha.
Because like you notice how like all the elites own stocks in the NFL and shit like that. Like you're like, all right, that's kind of a red flag.
Well, there's been some ridiculous catches, some ridiculous non-calls.
Bro,
Yeah, absolutely.
you knew the NFL was rigged when the New Orleans Saints were getting fucking tagged for doing fucking hits on people. Do you remember the bounty system?
Was that when was
That was like 5 or 6 years ago at this point.
because I
but,
remember
like,
with the Saints, the
players were getting fucking under the table bonuses for fucking hurting people.
I remember this, and I'm not an NFL fan, but I know this.
I'd never got. I don't read NFL news.
The
all
Saints
that
were like
often,
the big team that got caught doing it, but they were all fucking doing
Oh
it.
God, yeah, absolutely, dude.
And who is their coach?
At the time, I think it was still Sean Payton.
Yeah, damn.
Yep,
If he's
brutal.
Throwing down
And then
bounties like that.
whatever fucking Super Bowl it was, Falcons Patriots, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, dude.
End of the third quarter, it's fucking like 28-3. Patriots make a miraculous comeback, end up winning the fucking Super Bowl.
God damn, was it awesome?
It was pretty cool to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
They turned it into the WWE for a few years with the Patriots beating everybody and the Patriots talking shit about Goodell and fucking
Biting back at the man, fucking coming out like a superpower, a fucking unit.
I don't think it was Bill Belichick, and I don't think it was Tom Brady. I think it was Bob Kraft.
Bobby Crafty.
He's like, I don't know, Tom, you can go.
We're in the biggest stadium. I can't see from up here. Gillette just installed their brand new like LED light board for the upcoming season.
Tom, we're not gonna have enough money for you.
So from up this side of the seats, I can't see the scoreboard, so we're gonna have to make it a little bigger. Okay?
Tom, we paid for a new jumbotron. We can't have you here anymore.
This time, it wasn't in the budget to keep you and the jumbotron. And I can't see much.
You and your wife, you're gonna do great. You're gonna love it. And now they're not
Tampa's
together.
always been your temperature top.
It's a little warmer down there. I think you'll like it, Tom.
Yeah, you've always been able to win in Miami.
Oh, man.
Actually, I think he always lost in Miami. I think that was the big thing.
Yeah, but Tampa and Miami, whew, different places.
I mean, yeah, but you still got that same weather. Kinda.
Same mindset.
Kinda.
It's
Just
probably
kinda.
200 degrees in Miami right now.
People burning alive,
Yeah,
but having
they're-
a great time because they can't feel anything.
There's a fucking alligator tornado on the way.
Fuck a Sharknado, a Gatornado,
It's a thing.
Gatornator.
Because, like, you know, like, obviously they have hurricanes and tornadoes down there. Gators don't weigh that much relatively. Fucking gator gets picked up in a storm, starts circling around, ends up on your lawn. You know how it
Plus all
goes.
the snakes
just-
and lizards and other creatures in Florida.
Florida's a fucked up place.
I'm just
I
having,
can't wait to move there.
I'm imagining like having those big bay windows, a hurricane's coming, and a snake just gets
crashes
slashed.
through your fucking window. I would hate to be in anywhere like where there could be an alligator in your fucking kitchen when you wake up in the morning.
in your kitchen.
You're like, sup, boss?
They open the door.
We saw some gnarly looking gators at the Memphis Zoo. The Memphis
Not
Zoo,
even the Memphis Zoo. It was in the fucking Bass Pro
oh
Shop.
yeah, that's
pyramid.
right. Because in the Bass Pro Shop pyramid, they have like a whole wildlife exhibit. So there's like alligators and fake wild boars everywhere you look.
Fucking barracudas in the
Yeah.
waters below you.
I'm telling you, boys, we get a camera, we get jobs working for the city of Tampa, and we just catch alligators all day long.
Lose a limb that way.
No, we have a blast.
1 second you're walking, next second you got the roly polies.
Well, you know, no, it's the whole Musashi thing. Everything is hard at first.
Exactly. And like, I give it 6 months before we're wearing rattlesnake boots, smoking Marlboro Reds, fucking
Cowboy
nice,
hats.
nice Indian sunburns,
Shit, we'll
fucking
skin some gators.
some Oakleys.
And then it's like, because we believe in branching out and being a bigger business, you spend the days trapping the gators. You spend the nights making gator jerky.
Gator gumbo.
Gator
I thought we'd
gumbo.
spend the night doing gator interviews, but you know.
I mean, that too. I'd love to interview the alligators I took out. But the zoo got me thinking. I was like, you know, like, yeah, these animals are docile. This is what happens when they have food and don't have to worry about what's trying to kill them. But wouldn't it be interesting if you combined exhibits for show?
Yeah, we were talking about like putting the wolves with the bears and the elk right next to them.
Yeah, I was saying, like, you know, you take the flamingo exhibit, kind of lame. You take the alligator exhibit, kind of cool. You put the alligators in the flamingo exhibit, kind of really cool.
Be a bloodbath.
That's what I'm saying. But then it's like, it's interesting at the same time because you take two lethal predator killing dinosaurs versus 100 birds.
You put a lion, a gorilla, and the grizzly bear all in one pen. Who comes out alive?
The guy with the tranquilizer gun.
Yeah, you get stuck in there.
So we're talking about the same habitat.
Yep, just one big open field with some water.
What
All-
habitat are we in?
So there's a little bit of sand, a little bit of everything. Just
All
like
right. So it's a Hunger Games scenario. We
Yep.
got a gorilla,
a gorilla,
a
a
lion,
lion,
and a grizzly.
and a grizzly bear. Yeah.
I'd put a rhino in there too.
Well,
Yeah.
rhino wins then.
You think a gorilla climb up on his back, pull on the horn until the
Yeah.
neck snaps?
He's strong, but that rhino is 100% muscle. There's no way he's snapping
Yeah,
that neck.
that's true.
But he's also like, I'm a sleepy cat and I'm going to lounge in the sun.
Yeah,
See, I could make the argument that a gorilla could hold its own against a lion long enough to get away and survive. I don't think a gorilla would be able to defend itself against a bear
probably
because
not.
the tools it has to defend itself, it has to get close enough to the bear where the bear would have a longer reach anyway.
Yeah, more bite, more like size on them.
Yeah.
I just see the gorilla like being the most versatile though.
But he's not King Kong.
No.
He's literally at most 6 feet tall, 450 pounds of muscle, but that's still A grizzly bear is fucking 10 feet tall, standing on its hind legs, and has some of the strongest jaws in nature.
Yeah. Throw a shark in the mix.
What is this, the life of fucking Pi?
I just want an animal arena.
The ideal male physique is a fucking gorilla. That's how fit you should be.
All right, Joe.
You see pictures of them and you're like, wow, that's a big animal. But when you actually see them in person, like I remember like looking at the gorilla and then I'd look at Nate and then I'd look back at the gorilla and just be like, yeah, I can see it. That gorilla could fuck him up.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
It's like looking at my cousin.
Like a gorilla would manhandle me. I'm a small lad. He would fuck me up.
Yeah.
But like Nate's a big boy. The gorilla would still
Buck
fuck him
Nate, yeah,
up
right.
miraculously.
A gorilla would rip Nate in half, no joke.
Gosh, yeah.
Straight up would be able to pick him up by his neck and just pull his legs from his chest.
I think I would fare better versus like 5 howler monkeys versus 1 gorilla.
5?
I'd still be dead either way, but I think I'd
Dude,
live longer versus
3
yeah.
is still a super challenge.
Oh God, yeah.
One on your back, one on your face.
I just think
You think you can handle a baboon one-on-one?
just one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, those teeth, though.
yeah. I know I'm fast.
I don't think you're faster, though.
Oh, so you think down on me?
I doubt
you guys-
you.
You're gaslighting.
Have you guys ever seen the list of exactly what we're talking about right now, except where it's sorted by country? So it's like a list of animals men and women think they would be able to take, and then they ask the same question: would you be able to fight this animal one-on-one in different countries? The average American thinks very highly of itself.
It's true. It's true. So this is a fun fact: 95% of Americans are convinced they can face bear, gorilla, shark, what have you. I was telling Nate this fact too when we were flying. Like 95% of guys think that if the plane went down like during the flight, that they could take over and pilot.
Yeah,
I
right.
was like, Nate, I'm that guy. I can
Yeah,
pilot
well,
the
of
plane.
course. Yeah, right.
Yeah, meanwhile, we're in a fucking cloud.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, no problem.
Where's the landing strip, Nathaniel?
It's a confidence thing.
That's right. You just got to follow the numbers.
It's only
fucking-
250 hours of fucking school.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's
Are the
nothing.
wheels down? I sure hope
Just
so.
play some flight simulators for a few hours. You'll be fine.
I love that one. It's like the pilot. He's got the fucking helmet on, and it says "Stop screaming, I'm scared too." But yeah, I could pilot a plane, fight a gorilla.
Speaking of fighting gorillas and catching planes, what do we got for a time?
We're at 57:30.
57:30. That's a great place to totally check the fuck out.
Damn, really? I was thinking we could get to an hour 6 today.
An hour 6?
Yeah, it's only 9 more minutes.
2-hour special. 27.
What the fuck, dude?
Nah, man, that's way too much.
He's
It's my
got
day off.
rails to build.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta connect DC.
Jesus.
Just like itching for your next fucking day off so you can build rails.
It's an everyday chore. You don't simply run a fucking $20 million train line for,
No, I've never thought that.
It's not easy.
We'll let you get back to it, bud.
Yeah, thanks. The Southern Rail Company appreciates it.
Check out the Southern Rail Company,
And the fucking store.
Oppenbros.com.
New shirts coming this week.
Peep the
Effin'
gram.
Bros.
Yeah, it's Effin' Bros.
All
Peep the gram, we're on there.
Bros.
FN Bros. It's fucking shirts. If you want to buy our
Fucking
shirts
hats.
on Instagram,
We have
also have the
coffee
fucking
mugs. Coffee mugs too. It's
Caffeine
a caffeine
junkie.
junkie. Yep.
Talk to God shirt just came out. You can check that all out. Fucking shirts on Instagram with the underscore replacing the U.
Yeah.
You'll
And,
find us.
Check
You'll
us
find
out.
us or we'll find you.
Ask us some questions, maybe. Fucking reach out.
Thanks for listening.
Would be nice.
Tell us what animal you'd fight
Yeah, which animal do you think you can take on? Hit us
Yeah.
up at wherever you can fucking find us.
at fuckinggorillas.com.
That's not our email.
Kill us out. Get us the fuck out
Hit
of
it.
here.
Bye.
Bye.